Good morning, Applied Music and Jazz. Today we're going to go and take and spend a little bit more time with Aurelia and continuing on with our ear training exercises. So go ahead and log into music first, and you're going to go ahead and go to software. Go to Aurelia. Once again, we're going to skip this little quizzes thing and go straight to where it says Aurelia instead. Once you're at the screen, go ahead and take and click on interval comparison, and we're going to continue what we did on Monday here. So take lessons is where we're going to right now. I want you to go through and skip ahead. We were through with the major thirds is where we stopped on Monday. I'm going to look at major sixths today. Now, with major sixths, you can listen to it here. Go ahead and press it. Okay, to me, major sixths are, I think, one of the tougher ones to take and isolate because they're not the same. But the way that I personally have to figure it out is they're not a perfect interval. You can hear they don't quite sound like they're going to be um, as stagnant as willing to stick around in one place as a fifth is. So with a sixth, it's not an octave. It's not grinding like a seventh will be that we'll talk about here in a moment. So it's just kind of this middle tone that you try and figure out. Now, for songs to try and remember this and to audiate it and to be able to take and think about what it sounds like, the ones that they've listed here are My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean and Dashing Through the Snow. I really don't want Christmas songs stuck in my head right now, so I'm going to play My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean, which you may or may not be familiar with. So it's that My Bon, that's that sixth there. For the descending ones, they've given you some things, and honestly, most of these are ones that you will not know. The best one I could come up was Nobody Knows the Troubles. Louis Armstrong did this.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
It's going to be that
Nobody
Nobody.
knows but Jesus.
So I would, that to me is probably one of the easiest ones for the descending one. Good old Louis there had some good music there for us to take and lean on there. The other ones, your Weaver of Dreams over there, Gonna Leave My Sword and Shield. I don't know if you're familiar with any of those. There's not really a ton of things that use that descending sixth that are just easy to pick out. So moving on to major sevenths. Major sevenths to me are one of the easiest ones to recognize because it's almost an octave, but not. They always grind against each other. A major seventh going up wants to go on to eight, and that's just the truth. Its journey is to eight, and when it's not there, it just feels uncomfortable. So listen. How it wants to go. Da, da. And it's kind of the same way going down. You want to land on one then. I don't know how many people I still have in the group from when we played Inferno a few years ago. I'm trying to remember which year it was. But Inferno uses this major seventh a lot. Ba-da-da. It just ends right there. As far as songs you'll recognize, I think the easiest one to know is Superman. And I'm going to try and find it in here. Here it comes. Bum, ba-dum. And if that's one that you can get stuck in your head, you can feel what it is, you can catch it. Um, the I love you and hee haw, I highly doubt they're things that you guys will know. Just descending note, it's wanting to go to one. Now, the whole point of this is that eventually we're going to be able to identify them, but we also can understand and be able to use them for our purposes for tuning and landing things. There's a lot of times I know I've got this interval, for instance, this major seventh, and I need to make sure my tuning on that seventh is leading upward. So I may change my tuning a little bit to make it match and make it not go too much. Or sometimes we might have notes that are grinding next to each other, and because we know these intervals, we know to space them out a little bit more. So again, this is not going to be something that's going to be an overnight instant you're going to have everything. I want you to click back. I want you to go to the interval comparison. I want you to go ahead and take and do the level 2 now. We did level 1 yesterday. And again, it's going to be the same thing. Go ahead and take and go through here. Submit a screenshot via Classroom with 10 correct answers here. Okay, and again, this is looking for the space of the interval. Is one larger or smaller than the other? And the idea is if you can understand that, you can then compare it. You can kind of go through your mind and go, okay, well, that was not that. That might have been that. And it's just a trial and error thing. We're going to build this skill up. And I think it's going to benefit you all as musicians. We're going to spend a little bit of time each week on this ear training. I'm not going to spend every day on it. From this week on, I will probably be doing 1 day a week with Aurelia is my plan with applied music because I think there is so much in here that you can get out of. And if you want to explore it more, please, by all means, go through and check it out. We will be working on a couple other things and checking it out with full band at some point too. So thank you all. Make sure you get this in by tonight at 11:59 p.m. with that screenshot showing that you did it with level 2. And then once we have taken and got all that in, we'll be able to take and move on. Please make sure you are submitting on the classroom with this. It makes it much easier. If you're having problems, you need to contact me. If I don't get anything from you, I cannot count you present for the day. And I want to make sure everyone's getting attendance credit through here. So thank you all. I will see you later at rehearsal. Have a good day. Bye.